Alrighty, so when you're entering into the land investing niche, the real estate niche, any niche in general, you're going to have a gang of questions. And the one that came in today is actually a pretty good question for you to go ahead and know when you go to expand upon your business. So in this video, I'm going to break down when is the best time to sell raw land. And we're going to kind of get in depth to this here. But before I get into the strategy with that, like I always say, directly below in the description area are some resources you could use to go ahead and expand upon your passive income streams. Plus, if you need help getting through your first or next land investment deal, there's a link down there for that as well if you want to schedule a consulting call with me at landflippingmichael.com. But let's talk about when is the best time to sell raw land. Well, the short answer is all the time. Get a great deal, flip it, and go ahead and get those profits. But that's not what we're actually here for. What I want to break down is what times of year, what times a day should you be promoting deals, what time of year is the best time to sell the vast majority of properties, when are people hungry to buy cheap off-grid land and you could fill those orders. So let's get into this here. And I've been in the land investment game for about 5 years now. If this is the first time you've stumbled upon my videos, I've been in the real estate game successfully since 2008, and I got a little ugly story back in 2001 where I created a huge real estate disaster for myself, but that's for another day. Land investing, been in about 5 years. What I have noticed in recent times with land investing, actually since 2020 when all the chaos began, land sells incredibly well in times of volatility and when people are paranoid. I don't know why. My gut tells me it's because it's a safe, secure asset that people in their minds could go ahead and park their money in. Their money's safe. They could go live on it if they need to go off grid for a little bit and let the smoke settle. They could go ahead and plant crops on it. They could bring animals to it. They could basically live off the land. And when times are chaos filled, they sell like crazy. So let's go back a few years ago when all the chaos was going on with the shutdowns and everything. My land investment business exploded. I couldn't believe it. I thought everything was going to come crashing down. People were going to hold on to that money for dear life and just stretch it out as far as they can. No. People wanted off-grid properties more than anything just to have peace of mind, knowing they own an asset that they could go ahead and disappear to or farm on or, like I said, raise animals on, whatever the case may be. It was a form of security. It was a place where you could park money and it made them feel comfortable. Now, we rode this wave for a long stretch here. Really, for me, it was up until 2021, third and fourth quarter. Things started to slow down for me. We were still selling properties, but nothing like what I was for the past year and a half. Now, partially that was my fault for not promoting hard enough. But going into the beginning of the year here, I started upping our promotions. That was one side of it. But then we had extreme volatility in the marketplace with the stock market and in cryptocurrencies. A lot of people park their money in the markets because they're red hot. And as soon as there's a little hiccup, a little bit of scarcity, the Federal Reserve saying, hey, we're going to up all these rates. Even though they weren't going to do anything for 3 months, everybody panicked, sold, and pulled their money out, and they moved it back into land. So what I'm noticing and what I want to share in this video is that when times are filled with chaos, know that you could sell properties that much faster. So how are you going to sell these properties faster? One, you have to have evergreen content so people can find you to buy your properties off of you. Now for me, I love YouTube. Obviously I'm here. This is where I promote. Now a lot of people are better on Instagram, Facebook, maybe Snapchat, TikTok, wherever your go-to platform is. You need to show up consistently. And I know I just said consistently and I struggle to show up 4 days a week here on YouTube, but do as I say, not as I do. Have a presence on a platform so people can find you at all times to purchase your property. So when extreme volatility kicks off, they know you're the land person on TikTok and they're going to go ahead and hit your links and buy your properties. You also need to be advertising on a regular basis on all the land investment platforms. These are places like Land Flip and Land Watch, Land and Farm. I'm not saying which one to jump to specifically in this video, but have a presence on one of those. You could work that with your social presence as well. Here's what I mean. So for example, if you placed ads on Land Flip, you could list your properties, show pictures of the properties, but then you could go ahead and create a YouTube video and embed that in there. Then you could promote your land flip ad within land flip. It's going to bring a bunch of eyeballs to it. The eyeballs are going to see your listing, and then they're also going to check out your video. When they click on your video, it triggers the algorithm in YouTube and your views go crazy in there, which is creating more eyeballs and energy on both platforms here. They're going to work hand in hand. So you want to get involved with things like that and create content to go ahead and keep people thinking about you, so they want to buy from you. Now, for me, I always say, even if you have nothing to sell, just create random content about properties you're going to be acquiring so people know you're the go-to in that area. So if you're looking to sell properties in Florida, 5 reasons to invest in Florida. 5 reasons land is going to go up in value in Florida. You understand what I'm saying here. So you want to go ahead and create content that people are going to be searching for, and you want to sell properties within those videos. And then when you run out of inventory, just keep sharing good content so you're the go-to person. And when times are slow, double down on your content. And I know it's a little depressing when land is not selling or whatever your product is. Things slow down, you're just like, this isn't working, I'm not feeling it. That's when you really got to hit the gas. Do more videos, do more promotions, scrape up what little bit of change you do have if money's tight, assuming you're eating and all that still, and put it into your advertising. Get more eyeballs on your stuff. That way, when the market shifts back over, boom, you're the front of everybody's eyes, and they're going to go ahead and start buying from you again. So, in short, never stop promoting, never stop advertising, never stop creating great content, and never stop connecting with people. With that, when times are bad, you're still going to be the main individual out there selling deals. When times are great, meaning properties are selling like crazy, you're going to be the main person selling out all your inventory, and then you can connect with other investors, move their inventory for them if you have nothing else, and get a commission on all their deals. Now, bad in the marketplace means great news for the land business. Kind of crazy, but that's what I've noticed over the past 2 years here. So take advantage. And remember, there's always going to be some crazy news headline out there in the marketplace showing up. So don't think you missed the boat. I mean, we got a little drama overseas right now that might jump off. It might settle, but if it jumps off, chances are people are going to get nervous and they're going to want to buy security again. This is just how the news works and how the world works. So you can take advantage of these volatile situations. So if you have any questions about the land investment business, you could drop those directly below this video. I'll create the content answering your questions for you. You could also text me at 440-567-6040, and I'm working on a little side project as well. So if you're interested in not only winning some Bitcoin or some REITs, little small investments, we're going to go ahead and hook up the audience, just pick people at random and share what other investors are doing currently. We got a little project going on at investmenttipsfrom.com. I will put a link to that directly below this video, but just sharing strategies of what other investors are doing in the marketplace right now. You could see if it resonates with you, and if it does, you could go ahead and follow their lead, and if not, directly on to the next. It's just an entertaining content piece. So once again, that's at investmenttipsfrom.com. But yeah, once again, any questions about land investing, drop that down below. As always, I truly appreciate you tuning into this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.